my friends. Okay, we are going to do some makeup. I'm finally getting ready for the day. And if you don't know who I am or you're new to my page, my name is Kayla Gibson. I show you how to use this one compact makeup, and I can color match you. I've been color matching people for this makeup for almost 3 years now. So if you do want to color match, just comment match and I will have my system automatically send it to you. So hello you guys, and if you're new, tell me where you're watching from. Okay, so I'm gonna prep my lips, you guys. I have all these cuties because I had like this cold. Well, I guess I still have it because my nose is still stuffy. And I can barely breathe out of my nose. Hi from Ohio. So I sound, crazy. Okay, so I already have my moisturizer on. I did let it sit. That is one of my biggest makeup tips. If you are new to makeup or you're just finding maybe your makeup is slippery and slidey no matter what makeup you're using, let your skin absorb and soak in and settle with your skin prep. So mine has had plenty of time to chill. Hi from Montana and Illinois, Wisconsin, North Carolina. Love it. Okay, so come on. I need to purchase another one. I'm almost out of this guy. Oh, thank you. So I mostly let my hair air dry today for the most part. And then I just put in a few curls that so it wasn't crazy. And I think we're going to have to pull my hair back a bit. So I do like to use a BB cream before my makeup, and today I'm using cream makeup. And you guys, before I even used cream makeup, I would wear a BB cream underneath my foundation. It has SPF in it, but look at that. Look at the coverage it's giving me. So I can kind of wear like a lighter layer of makeup. Back when I was wearing like only liquid and full-blown powder, when I was wearing basically a mask for my makeup, I would use this just as extra coverage. Now I use it so I don't have to wear as much makeup. So, but like, look at this. Look how much that covered. I mean, it's crazy. So if you deal with like melasma or sunspots like me or redness, this is a great way to start off because it also has SPF in it. So this is what I like to do before I start my makeup. And I've been using a BB cream under my makeup for quite a long time. People ask if it's necessary. No, it's not necessary. Your makeup can look gorgeous without a BB cream. I just love it. And I'm trying to go around my eyebrows because I did get them microbladed 5 weeks ago or something. Yes, you wore the Pomifera BB cream today. Yay. I know the Pomifera one is great as well. I get asked daily what the difference is between the Celeste one, which is the one I just put on, and the Pomifera one. You guys like that? Like, I like broke out like crazy as soon as I got like as soon as I got sick, I was like, I always like purge. Do you guys? So Pomifera is great if you want more of a glow, a little less coverage. Celeste is great if you want a little bit more coverage. And like if you're oily or combo skin, Celeste is what you're going to like more. I do have links to those and I can color match you to both of those BB creams. So, hi friends. Okay, so you guys, this is the one compact that I use. I like the big girl here, okay? We like the big girl. But you can absolutely, and I can absolutely start you with, I'm not sure what that is, Susie. I can start you with a little 410 palette. You do not have to start with this big mama jamma like me. I'm just extra. I like lots of stuff. Okay, so this is what I like to start with. And you can absolutely, hello friends, get away with using one brush. This is actually not the brush that I use the most. I usually use the detail brush and the bronzer brush the most. But for the sake of me showing you just one, I'm going to do this today. Say is the best, I know, yes. So I have been color matching and using this makeup for almost 3 years. It'll be, oh my gosh, no, it's been 3 years this month that I've been using Saint. Holy camole. Is the Demi a universal color corrector? Demi, yes. Demi just is the name of the line, of our color correcting line. And I actually do need to use a little Demi today because we have some unwanted friends. I like friends, but I don't like the blemish friends. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm going actually in with a light layer of contour. And one of the questions I get asked the most, so if you're one of my customers or if you're just a Saint user in general and you're like, my contour doesn't go on as smooth as yours, because I get that on the daily. They're like, my contour doesn't go on as smooth as yours. Okay, heat it up with a blow dryer. You guys, our contour is going to be more hard than the rest of your like skin tone shades, and that's because we want our contour to stay in place, whereas the skin tone shades, we can like move our face around a little bit more and we want it to move with it. Yay, you just got your first demis today. That's amazing. So what I did is I applied that contour kind of along my hairline, like in a rainbow shape. Okay, so from temple to temple, and then I went right underneath my cheekbones here. Okay, and I don't have everything super sharp because I'm using this big fluffy side, okay? And then the remnants of what I have, I'm going to go from my chin back behind my ear. Now, the thing about Saint is, and actually it doesn't even matter if you use Saint, if you watch anybody in the makeup industry right now, moving towards that 1 to 2 layer system is really popular, and it's because we just are learning that you don't have to do 1 layer of foundation, 1 layer of concealer, 1 layer of contour, 1 layer of everything in order to get a really beautiful look. Do I ever use the bronzer to contour instead? Yes. If I'm doing like a beachy day or just like, oh, running errands kind of day, yeah, I'll just use my bronzer instead of my contour. Okay, so now you're going to see me dipping into this lighter shade. It's a lighter skin tone shade. And I am putting this on the inner and outer corners of my eyes. You'll notice I am not placing a bunch down here. Okay, this is where we actually tend to have a lot of wrinkles. We tend to have our makeup gather there really easily. Maybe you have a lot of crow's feet out here, and that's where your makeup tends to gather. I would not put a ton where your makeup tends to settle, because if it's settling, you're using too much. How long does this makeup last? Super great question. Okay, so your main highlight, which is this color I'm about to tap into in just a minute, you're going to go through in 2 to 6 months. I say that, but my sister-in-law used hers for a year and just now repurchased, and that's because she's not an everyday makeup wearer. So if you're using your main highlight every day, you'll probably go through it in 2 to 4 months. If you are like maybe a couple days a week, you could get away probably with like 6 to 9, just depending on how much you use it. Your brightening shade, which is the shade I'm using right now, which is this bright color here. This color should last you probably 4 to 6 months. I have not gone through a ton of them. Hi, you guys. Hello. So, and then your contour lasts so long, so long. And it's because these last so long, you guys, because they're so stinking pigmented, so that you're not like, hopefully, hey, are you guys getting a match message? If you're not, let me know, like DM me after this and I will, I'll make sure you get that. So, and then your lip and cheeks will last so stinking long, and your illuminator so long. I mean, you guys, I don't know that okay, let's talk about this. I have like almost every single lip and cheek, so I've never gone through one, but I've never gone through one in an entire year. Okay, so the color I'm applying now, okay, you guys, okay. How many times can I say that? I am barely tapping in to my main shade because you guys, the smallest amount of this makeup goes the longest way. Do you think there will be another special to become a consultant? Usually those only happen on the artist's birthday, which is January 17th. Okay, so, here I am tapping this main highlight color. Okay, if you're new to Saint or you're brand new to my page, main highlight is your foundation. So really the concept of Saint is that you're highlighting and contouring your face. We're not putting foundation on and then concealing. We're highlighting the gorgeous parts of it and we are contouring the areas we want shadows. That's essentially the idea of Saint, okay? And you can see I have kind of these colors in all these different areas. I am now going to blend them. Now, when we think of blending, friends, we think of swirling, right? We think of swirling because we are used to that liquid foundation, which I am not hating on liquid foundation. I'm just saying when I started using Saint, I came from liquid foundation. I came from a bottle of liquid foundation, and I knew blending as like swirling it in. Hi, you guys. And so when we blend creams, you do not have to swirl. I'm tapping or stamping or dabbing, whatever term you want to use. I am stamping, dabbing that color in just to diffuse the colors. Okay? So tap, 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 tap. Coming up here, you might have to do like a little like swipe, swipe, swipe just to get a color where you kind of want it. Like right now, I'm kind of going around my eyebrows. But really, we're just marrying the colors together. We're just Bob Rossin' all up in here, okay? So I have pretty much all of my brightening highlight, main highlight. No, I don't know when we're going to start shipping to Europe. I don't know yet. I will let you guys know as soon as I know. Like, I will shout from the rooftops. I wish I knew. Yeah, stipple, 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 like pivot. Yes, pivot. Okay, so now you can see I have this contour still. And I have this kind of that harsh line right here. This is what I want to do in order to, like for blemishes and hyperpigmentation. What do you mean? Did I miss a question? I'm so sorry. Okay, so I'm going to tap that brush over that line just to seamlessly blend them. Do you see how that just like disappeared? It just made the line disappear. Okay, and then here I have the color already placed down. So I'm going to just do this like tap and flick. I have not heard on the lip oil or the lipstick. I do know that it is being worked on. You guys went crazy and sold that stuff out. I knew that was going to happen. Okay, so I'm just tapping and flicking here. Tapping and flicking. Okay. And now that all of that is done, I am going to come up on here onto my finger and take a little bit of my contour shade, and I'm going to stamp my contour on my nose. Sometimes getting the nose contour down is kind of difficult because the brushes are like a little bit bigger. So using either a smaller brush or your finger for this part is really easy peasy. Okay, so I have my nose contoured. I have the rest of my face contoured. Now I will match you to one or two lip and cheek colors. I like to have variety. Do I use Saint on? No, I did not use Saint on my eyebrows. My eyebrows are microbladed, but there are a couple little areas right here where I have to fill in still because my chickenpox scar and because I wiped it day one of having the microbladed on accident. It was just like a, hi you guys. It was just like a accident, like just, I don't know, accident. It sucked. I panicked, messaged my girl. Okay, so our lip and cheek shades come in 3 different formulas. You do not have to remember this, okay? Because when you get color matched by me, if you're one of my clients, I have had people ask me before, and I just want to like kind of say this. If you have a Saint makeup artist, but you just want me to color match you, I would double check with your artist first because I don't like to step on toes. And every Saint artist is different in the way that they color match and like their opinions. And so I just make sure that you ask them first, like if it's okay, because I would never want to step on their toes. So if you are not one of my Saint customers or you are going to be a new customer, you get access to my business number to troubleshoot, ask questions at any time. So you can text me, whatever. So okay, anyways, the whole point of me saying that was that you don't need to remember everything I'm telling you right now because I'm going to have this information in your email and text message, plus you get to ask me questions. But we do have 2 or 3 different formulas, and the formula I just really, really love is the satin for our cheeks. It's so pigmented. We do have a gloss finish like this one and then a semi-gloss. And a semi-gloss is in between the satin and the gloss. But the glosses are more like a lip tint. So I'm applying a little bit of bronzer, but not too much because I don't want to take away of from the color that I just put down. Come on, get off there. Tell me, you guys, are you Saint users? Are you a Saint user? Or are you new to my page? Tell me. Also, I'm going to be having a masterclass in my beauty group. This is not my beauty group. In my beauty group. On how to apply just makeup in general, whether you're a Saint user or not. Okay, I am tapping this in. that bronzer in, and I'm not taking away from that pigmented color. Okay, I now will match you, not now, but I will also match you to an illuminator. Yes, Saint user, and love it. The illuminator is absolutely optional. What it does is it gives you a little extra glow. Do you see how I just gave myself like a little extra glow? And I'm just popping that on the tops of my cheekbones. You ordered, but the tracking isn't showing up since Friday. Oh no! I am so, like, USPS, I know they work so hard. It's like not their fault. I think it's lack of workers, but holy camole, sometimes I'm like, you guys, get it together. And I'm not saying anything about the workers. I'm just saying I think it's like why are we always losing packages? Okay, before I get into my eyeshadow, I want you guys to choose. Do you want me to do like a super simple 2-color matte or like a 4-step? Okay, so this is essentially what I match you guys to. I always do match you to eyeshadows if you ask to be color matched for the full palette, like a full color match. And if I see that you need some color correcting, I will suggest that as well. So for example, this little guy needed some color correcting, but I kind of covered it enough, so I don't think I need to do anything with that. But like this little guy could use a little bit of color correcting. So let's do that. I'm going to show you guys. People think that color correcting is called demi. That's not what it is. Our color correcting line is called demi. So color correcting is just a method of covering up a distraction or concealing a distraction using color theory. Okay, so I do not use primer. However, I tried some out for 5 weeks, and e.l.f. Power Grip is a wonderful primer. I don't think it's that great for combo to oily skin. I think it's great for dry skin. These primers by Celeste, let me know if you want a link. These are so good. Like I was shocked. I was shocked at how good they were. Okay, so I am using this kind of yellowy color to tap right over this little area right here. And you might think like, well, with a blemish, don't you need green? No, because actually these little colors right here are not bright red. They actually have a violet purple undertone. So, boom, shakalaka. And then a lot of people have like broken capillaries. I do right here around my, what is this? My nose. Okay, so you can just swirl that little part, or actually tap it. You don't swirl it. You tap it into the area you need to color correct. So if you do end up having any kind of distractions or anything like that, that I see that I feel like you need some help with, then I help color match you to that. Okay, so when you get your makeup when you get color matched by me, just know you are not alone in your application process. Okay, I saw simple. Okay, so we're gonna do simple. I'm gonna do a 2-color eyeshadow look that I've been getting blown up about. Everyone's like, every time I wear it, people are like, what are you wearing on your eyes? It's literally, for one, it was an accident. I was just getting some eyeshadow put on for, I don't remember what the reason was, but it was 2 colors that I saw, and I just like swirled them together basically and put them on. And then now it's like one of my go-tos and everyone's asking what it is every single time I use it. Okay, where's my powder here? So I just put my main highlight on to my eyelids, and I'm going to set with a powder. You always want to set with a powder, in my opinion, after you prime your eyes. That's how you're going to get the smoothest application. And especially if you have like oily eyelids, this is perfection. Okay, I get asked also, do you set your makeup? Typically, no, unless it's a setting spray, but I usually don't set it with a powder. Now, I'm here to tell you that our cream makeup, just actually cream makeup in general, it is not just ours. Cream makeup, which if you don't know, if you're over 30, you should be wearing cream makeup, or at least I encourage you to try to start. Cream is the same formula on your face that it is in the tin or the packaging or whatever. That's why it's so wonderful, because it moves with your skin instead of caking in like a liquid or a powder does. I'm not saying all liquids do that, but a lot of liquids tend to settle because they dry down. So the moisture is actually taken out of the liquid, leaving you with the color, but then that's why it's not as movable. That's why a lot of people say, oh, I can see my wrinkles and my lines are accentuated, things like that. So with creams, you do want to usually set it somehow, especially if you're newer to creams. So I don't feel like I need to always set mine because my skin is so adjusted to it now that it really doesn't come off much. But I will tell you, if you are dealing with any kind of makeup coming off, especially in any kind of cream world, you are likely using too much or you need to set it. And there's nothing wrong with that. Use a setting spray, use a setting powder. But I know when I first started Saint and switching to a cream, I put on way too much. And that's because I was used to putting on a ton of liquid to get the coverage that I needed. You just don't need to do that with Saint. Okay, so I just put on Mama all over my lid and my crease. So I went kind of high in my crease here. And then I'm going to go into this color called Zion. One of my favorite colors ever. And I'm going to tap it on my lid. Okay, and I'm going to tap it over here on my lid. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to then kind of blend the two together. The lip and cheek color, the lip color is Spellbound. The cheek color is Nude and Renaissance. Okay, so now I'm just blending these together. And you guys, on repeat, I get asked, what color are you wearing on your lids? This is it. This is what I wear. And I just think it's so pretty. This would be pretty on any eye color. Green, hazel, brown, blue, any eye color. Because it's just a really good combination. Okay, and then so you guys, you really can use everything from this palette. We do have a powder you can set with if you want. We have a setting spray you can set with if you want. I don't use Saint setting spray. I think it is fantastic for drier skin. Some great ones are also Celeste. If you have combo oily or dry skin, I feel like that this could work for you. And if you have like really oily skin or you just like, you do not want your makeup to move at all, the Urban Decay All Nighter is great. Hi, you guys. Hello. So, okay. You guys, my hair air dried is like wild. Okay, and then the only thing I would need to do is put on mascara. So really your entire palette can be in, like your entire makeup bag can be in here. So this is what I travel with when I travel. And then I take a couple extra things like my BB cream and like my setting spray, things like that. But instead of my giant makeup bag, this is what I use. All right, so I just need mascara on. You guys, should I put mascara on with you? Sure. Oh, I was supposed to tell you half the point of me coming on here. And then I get into teacher mode. Sorry. So I have to go see a specialist tomorrow, a retina specialist. So a couple years ago, oh, thank you, Jana. Maybe I should wear it like this more often. A couple years ago, I knew that there was like a hole in my, if you guys commented match and you're not getting a match form sent to you, can you DM me and I will get that sent to you guys? Because after this live is done, I cannot see who asked for a match and my system is supposed to be working. So hopefully it's working for you. What am I doing here? What is my mascara? Okay, where is my mascara though? Okay, I don't know where my normal mascara is, so I'm going to use this one. Have I used the Celeste waterproof mascara? I have it. I have not used it, but I have a lot of people who love it. People rave about the waterproof one. So I'm just not a waterproof girl. I want my stuff to come off really easy. So I am using the Celeste Nude Look mascara, and I do have links to all the Celeste stuff that I use, you guys. I use like Celeste in lieu of like certain things Saint doesn't have, like mascara. Or maybe I just like something a little bit more like the setting spray. So I'm using this Nude Look. This reminds me, I am a very messy mascara girl, so don't worry, I'll get all this off. This reminds me of like Lash Paradise, or like Better Than Sex. Sorry if I'm not allowed to say that on camera, but that's what it's called by Too Faced, the mascara. So I like this mascara, I really do, but I love the False Lash mascara one that we have with Celeste too. I actually like it more. That one reminds me of the Bang Bad Gal No. Is it the Bad Gal? It's the Bang Benefit Bad Gal one or whatever. It's really good. So that's just one coat. I mean, that's pretty dang good for one coat. And this is the first mascara I discovered with Celeste, actually. And it was an accident because I was out of my other stuff. I had to throw my other stuff away. Okay, so anyways, I'm going to the specialist 3 hours away to have them basically look more at my retina. I did know that I had a hole in my retina a couple of years ago, but they had seen that it had like healed itself. And so they were like, we just have to keep an eye on that. But when I went back this last time, the doctor was like, she like did this like crazy thorough exam on me. And she's like, yeah, I see a hole, I think. And so I had to come back to do pictures, like when the tech was done with their like, I don't know, camera thing. And at first she just saw one, but then when she changed the lighting in the room, she saw a cluster of holes in my retina. And she's like, they look flat, which is good. She goes, but I want to recommend you to go see the specialist. And I was like, okay. She's like, don't lose sleep over it. Like, if you don't get in like tomorrow, don't lose sleep over it. Well, this was like a month ago. They were able to get me in the next week, but my husband couldn't go with me because he had to work. So I had to schedule it out almost like a month later. So hopefully everything's fine with my eyes. Hopefully those holes in my eyes are fine. But like I kind of have been joking about it, but I'm like, yeah. I went to my hairstylist today and because she was like moving up my little extension here. And she's like, Kayla, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Why? She's like, it's kind of a big deal. You have holes in your eye. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I don't know. I think that I've been kind of just not thinking about it maybe, which is very, very weird for me because normally I obsess about something until I know the answer. I create scenarios in my head of what could be and all this stuff. And I haven't done that with this one. I don't know why. I'm in denial. Okay, thank you. You had eye surgery and you were terrified, but all went well. I know, and it's just like your eyes, like that's like, it's not like, you know, when I dislocated my knee, I did that like a million times. When I dislocated my knee, it's like I could still get around, I could still see, I could still taste, I could still hear, but it's like, if anything were to happen, that's like one of your senses. Like that's like hard. So anyways, that's what I'm doing tomorrow. I'm doing that tomorrow. So if you're a pray person or you do good vibes, like send them my way, that'd be like kind of nice. But okay, you guys, so this is the final look. I love my makeup glowy. You do not have to wear your makeup glowy, okay? You can have it more mattified. Now, if you like matte, like you throw some flour on your face, and I'm not saying that to make fun, but if that's how you like your makeup, this is not the makeup for you. But if you like kind of more mattified or demi-matte or semi-matte or glowy, this is the makeup for you. But I mean, it's just so good. Okay, you guys, thank you guys. I super appreciate that. I am going to pop off here. I'm going to do a little bit more content. And thanks for joining. Let me know if you want a color match. I will get that form sent over to you.